If you're just joining us, this is breaking news. President Trump has been released from the hospital after being admitted for treatment of COVID-19. He walked out of the Walter Reed Medical Center in Bethesda, Maryland, about 20 minutes ago, as you see here.
Brought that to you live when it happened. He did not talk to reporters at that point, gave kind of a fist in the air here as he walked to a waiting car here. The motorcade then headed off to Marine One for that short flight, then back to the White House. And Eric Rung is now in Bethesda, Maryland, to give us a little recap.
Yeah, joining us live. You have been there for the duration since this weekend, and you did see the president walk out, and you did see him seemed upbeat, seemed healthy, actually.
Well, that's exactly the kind of thing that we've seen from President Trump since he has been diagnosed with COVID-19 last week. All the videos that he's posted, all of the tweets that he has been putting out there, they are all showing strength. They're all showing a positive attitude about his health. The videos that he posted, the one on Saturday night, he was sitting down. He had some notebooks out in front of him, suggesting that he was hard at work. He was thanking the doctors and saying that he was feeling better. And then, of course, yesterday he put out the video. This time he was standing and said that he was going to have a big surprise for all of his supporters that were out here. Then got into the motorcade, left the hospital, and then drove by and waved, gave the double thumbs up, as we saw a couple times today, as the president was getting back to the White House. This all taking place about 20 minutes ago here at Walter Reed Medical Center in Bethesda, Maryland, where the president had been being treated for COVID-19 since last Friday. His doctors today saying that his health has continually improved, hasn't had a fever in 72 hours, and they felt comfortable with him going back to the White House. They actually said that they met the president met all of the requirements to be discharged from the hospital yesterday, but they decided to wait until today. The president then sent out a tweet this afternoon saying that he was, in fact, leaving Walter Reed Medical Center. He would be leaving at 6:30 and heading back to the White House. He also said, don't be scared of COVID. In that tweet, he said he is feeling fine. A little later on, he did send out a tweet that said that he would be back on the campaign trail soon. His doctor, Dr. Sean Conley, was asked about when the president may be able to travel, but once again, the doctor not really giving a clear answer on that, kind of being very evasive and just saying, we'll see. That was the answer from the doctor as far as when the president may travel. Right now, he is back at the White House, where they have the state-of-the-art equipment, medical equipment, and of course some of the best doctors in the world that are on call 24/7 should the president need any emergency care. We also know that his drug regimen that he was on here at Walter Reed Medical Center will continue at the White House. And we also know that doctors are going to be keeping a very close eye on the president, at least for the rest of the week. They said that's when they will be able to breathe a little sigh of relief. That would be that 7 to 10 day mark from when someone is diagnosed with COVID until they believe that their health is actually improving, instead of seeing some dips in where they may go back and suffer some of the symptoms that they first had when they contracted the COVID-19. So once again, doctors keeping a close eye on him. He's back at the White House. They have cordoned off special areas in the White House for him to work, and also keep the staff at the White House safe as well.
All right, Eric, great work out there.